My name is Arlene Lewis, and we're here at Sacred Heart of Jesus Parish Church in Exeter. I am a social worker by profession, and I am a people person. Living in Exeter is really a nice place. I feel I can talk to people here, and there is a friendly environment here as well. And a lot of Filipino like me who's working in hospital and other areas of businesses, hospitality, and in the shops. And I do feel I'm not far from my original place or my country. I started being involved in the Exeter Filipino Community Association. We have Exeter Respect Festival, we have Sports Fest, we have a Family Fun Day, and we also have activities in the church.
Pag-ibig at siyang pumukaw sa ating puso at kaluluwa at siyang nagdulot.
I think singing is something that makes me feel good, that makes me feel like relax, and help me to be able to be part of the community, and as well as singing is something I think most people will agree with me that your talent, you're sharpening your skill, your talent that you've been given by God. And I think for me, singing is one of my skills or talent. I can say that's my mom said that to me as well. I'm a good singer, and I believe her. So of course, she's my mom. The numbers of the Filipino coming here in Exeter, for example, are growing so fast. And I think what I would like for my community, for the Filipino community especially, is to have we can have businesses here, we can open a shop, or we can introduce our own culture and tradition and share the foods and beliefs that, we are all welcome in this world. And sharing those kind of culture and practices will make a difference to other people. And I believe we are actually known as a hospitable people, and we are friendly, and obviously we're also easygoing. So I think what I would like to happen in the community for me is to have a united, and as well as able to help and support the community that needed some help whenever we can.
I am Teresita Benavides Hill. I came from the Philippines, and then I came to England January 1969 to do my nursing. But before that, I did my 2 years A-levels back home. When I came to England, do my training, it was very, very difficult because of the weather, and then, of course, my career as gonna be a nurse. I had to learn a lot. Having a degree, it did help me tremendously. Well, I can afford to buy whatever I want and pay whatever I'm asked to pay. Beginning of 80s in England, I did buy a house. It's fairly big. And then I began to meeting Filipinos in church, and then I call them friends. And then they had some friends as well. And most of the time, weekends, especially Friday night, they come to my place. They eat there, they sleep there, they play games. It's just like headquarters for Filipinos. And my husband wasn't very happy about that, but he was all right at the end. He understood. Because Filipinos are very lonely on the sea. So we had some jokes and laughters and things like that, and that was okay. Well, I thought I fit in all right with the English people, and to smile at them, talk to them. Although I had a broken English, they understood me. And gradually I learned the language. With the career I had here, I didn't stick to just nursing. To find the extra money, I had to work somewhere else. And I'm not ashamed to tell you that I work outside the nursing profession, like cleaning and things like that. But it was money at the end of the day. I worked so hard. And from the first derelict house to where I am now, that was one of my projects I had to do to become better from where I was back in the Philippines.
My name is Kevin.
And I am Camille. We are both nurses in the RDE hospital, and we've come from the Philippines.
The hardest thing that from moving from the Philippines to Exeter is that leaving our family behind, leaving our parents, our siblings. We were not used to shops being closed early, like 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock. One of the things that we had difficulty finding a house here in Exeter, here in the UK, is because of the credit score. Here they're gonna background check you, and I didn't know that finding a house here is like applying for a job as well. The hospital let us.
Stayed in the hospital.
Yeah, we stayed in the hospital accommodation for a year, so that made us our credit score build as well.
Yes. The process of becoming a UK citizen is straightforward as long as you have the correct documents, and the only struggle is the price, but otherwise it's pretty
worth
easy.
it though,
Yeah.
isn't it? Yeah. I discovered Camille can cook.
Yeah, because I wasn't given a chance in the Philippines. Someone
Yeah.
else will cook for me, but here I had no choice. And you like my cooking,
Of course. Yeah, of course. So I work as a registered nurse in one of the wards. So our ward caters acute medicine and mental health patients.
In the Philippines, we have to work like maybe 7 days a week. And here they're very understanding. If you can't go to work, they will be very understanding. They will offer some support as well, and we appreciate that here. And for the annual leaves, we've got
7 weeks.
7 weeks in total of annual leave in all year round, because in the Philippines, oh my god, we only got like a few days, but they would still ask us to come in. So yeah, I think that's one of their culture or work ethics that we do appreciate.
My plan is to progress my career. So we're planning to buy a house. So we're
That's
trying
the
to save
ultimate
now.
goal.
That's the ultimate goal at the moment. So we're trying to save. We consider Exeter now as like our home.
My name is Lolita Peters. I originally come from Cebu City in the Philippines, and I work as a medical secretary at the Royal Devon University Hospital. I met my husband online, and then we became friends for 2 years, and after that it developed into a romantic relationship. And then my husband visited me in the Philippines, and then we get married there as well, and after a year I moved here to England. I started my career here in Exeter as a catering assistant in a school where my husband was working before. And then from there, I moved to the hospital as a catering assistant. And from being a catering assistant, I then moved to a ward clerk role, then moved to this role, which is a medical secretary role. It's a good feeling in my part to be able to help the patients. I find the trust, supportive of even my personal interest. For example, recently I've expressed my desire to plant bulbs or flowers in the greeneries of the renal unit. And to my surprise, my manager said, yes, we have a budget for your bulbs, for the plants. Go ahead and purchase them. So I purchased 550 bulbs and I planted them around the renal unit. In my first job, I would say I was bullied by a British person. But I just changed job and that was it. So, and then there was also a time as I came out of Tesco, and then this lady, a British lady, shouted at me that I'm ignorant. I was not angry. I'm just a bit let down because I was thinking that the UK have this law of not being discriminative or not being racist and all that, and yet in reality it exists. I'm just a little bit let down. There are things that I can do here in the UK which I couldn't in the Philippines. And there were places that I wouldn't thought I would see, but I have. Paintings, artists, arts, buildings, architecture, my God. It's nice, it's very good. And I'm just so blessed that I get to experience it. Sorry.
My name is Bino, and I come from India, from a small state, Kerala, and I work as a registered nurse in Royal Devon and Exeter Hospital. I did my bachelor's in nursing in India, and then I worked as a registered nurse in Dubai for about, I can take it more than about, say, 18 years I was working there. And then I moved to UK. I had to go through some kind of eligibility exams, which made me successful. And yes, I'm here now. It has become 1 year and about 7 months. And my journey was just amazing after coming here. Exeter is a little more eco-friendly. You can see a large area of land with cattle, a peaceful area. You have got beautiful houses here, and also there are like small park areas for the children to play around, and we do have beaches, so during your break time or off days you can find you can go with your family down there. The main thing that made me to feel a part of this community is we have a great church community, and also there is the association, that is the Exeter Malayalee Association. Emotional support, financial support. As a community, we are always there for our people, and it made me to feel that yes, I'm doing a different part of job other than just a family life. It is like become like a social life. The main purpose for me to move to UK was thinking about my further settlement in life. The main reason was we have got amazing universities in UK, I was being told about. So I have got a daughter. She is doing her schoolings now. For her settlement and for her further studies, UK found to be a better place. And also, as I grow older, I feel like UK would be a better place for me to get settled down as a family. And these two are the main reasons that made us to come down and get settled here. Moving to Exeter is because I have got my family here. So I feel that to be together with the family during the beginning of your journey would be always helpful, because when you will always have a helping hand when you need something. So Exeter was a better place for me to come together as a family.
name is Justin James. I'm coming from Kerala, which is situated in southern part of India. And I'm a registered nurse by profession, and I'm currently working as a nurse practitioner. I've been to London first when I came to this country. The main motivation to move to the Exeter is the lifestyle here. It's more quieter and it's more the beauty. Yeah, there is a lot of challenges I faced before I'm coming to UK. The main thing is the language barrier, as I'm a non-speaking English country, so we have a difficulty in speaking English, but we make that a challenge and lots of training and everything, then we overcome that all challenges to come as a nurse here. So as a practitioner now, I'm currently doing a course in the ophthalmology, which is eye. So I'm doing a level 6 course in the Plymouth University, so which will help me to get a bit more knowledge regarding the eye as to treat the patient as an independent practitioner. I got a lot of challenges regarding the racism. If I need to tell a story, even with the patient itself, I got sometimes racism. For example, when I was working in emergency department, so I got a patient who doesn't like at all Asian guys. So I know during that shift there was a lot of Asian guys and the staff, so he refused all the treatment, to be honest. So the association which I am in is Exeter Malayalee Association, we call EMA, and this will be supporting more people regarding their journey to the UK and how they're adapting, and we help them each other, and we conducting a lot of programs that will help the people to mingle each other, and also will get a good friendship behind and a family friendship together as well. The main thing is the tour we are going together is amazing. So we have a lot of time to spend with other family and to know each other. So the main difference is not only the culture, by climate, I would say weather. Weather is perfect here. I love the weather here rather than India. It's very hot, to be honest. And the other thing is the financial and the lifestyle here. That's quite different from India. It's totally different. The way we grown up here and the way we treating the people and the way we get treated by other people as well. So I have a wife and I have a daughter. So basically I moved here before marriage. Then once I get job in the hospital and I settled, then I went back to India, get married, and I bring my wife here. And so we got a baby in this country. She born in this hospital, and currently we living together in the same house. We happy life.
Hi, I'm Leena Chacko. I am from southern part of India, and I work as a clinical nurse manager in our Royal Devon and Exeter Hospital. So I came to the UK in 2004 as a student nurse, and I worked as a student nurse in Tibetan and completed my student nurse work within the Tibetan care home, and then moved on to Lincolnshire. I've worked as a nurse, received my PIN number, then moved to Exmouth and worked as a deputy manager in Napcross care home, and then moved on to Exeter, where I am as a clinical nurse manager with Royal Devon and Exeter Hospital. The challenges I need to face as a student was separating from the family. First of all, was a really depressing. I was carrying when I was moving to UK, so there was no family support. So I was on student visa, couldn't have much money, 20 hours working, and meeting my expenses was extremely difficult. So my husband has to support. He has to send money from Saudi to support me financially. Completing the student visa while I was pregnant, they have asked me to go back to India, because student visa while studying, equally I was pregnant. So it was a really worry emotionally, carrying a baby, going for studies, coming back from London, getting a bus to Tibet, and was extremely difficult, getting early in the morning, going back. So I work as a clinical nurse manager within the endocrine department at the Royal Devon and Exeter Hospital. So I have around 60 staff. I need to look after them. So I have a project with eating disorder patients, also mainly diabetic patients. So unfortunate, I have to face a serious issue with somebody just smashed on my face while I'm talking to him, because he was really angry, because that was not the person he was expecting to speak to. So he thought I'm a British person. And then I walked in, I was nurse in charge. I thought, sorry, I am from India. I am this. And so I explained on my role, but he was not happy. He just lashed onto me. And it was really traumatic equally. With the good support from the management side, I was able to overcome my issues in that case. So I decided to move to UK because of the career progression, educational facilities, better job availability, and also my children education, because St. Peter's School, especially Exeter University, that was my going forward for my children, and also my job in Exeter Hospital. That's what I've decided to move to Exeter.
My name is Alvin Joy Veliath. I am from India. I work in Exeter, a company called Rescom. I'm the Chief Technology Officer. My responsibility is to keep the tech running seamlessly and to look at, as the industry evolves, how do the company's products, the company's goals and visions around that technology evolve along with it. So that's 24/7 what I do in terms of tech. I was born in a wonderful state called Kerala. I was actually brought up in another wonderful place called Mumbai, then Bombay. And my first tryst with the UK started while I was still in college. I was selected to be one of few developers who were working on a kind of remote internship for a UK-based company. It was absolutely a roller coaster, coming from 30s, mid-30s, and then coming into the UK where it was probably single digit. Was a life experience. Let me put it that way. So eventually, after a few years, when I did get the opportunity, somehow that pulled me back to Exeter. So it wasn't a conscious decision in the first thing of coming to Exeter. It was because of a client. But the impression the city made, the people I interacted with here, that left an impression. Because after that, I was in London for a bit. I was in Northern Ireland for about 6 months. So I have been around, but then finally decided to come back to Exeter. I distinctly remember being one of the few brown guys walking down the road, so to speak. Even the Exeter Uni didn't have that many, or anywhere close to the kind of Indian students or students from that side of the country or that side of the world. So thankfully, my experience in Exeter is overall very positive. There have been challenges, but specifically from an altercation or race-related, the only incident I can remember, and it's still stands out for me, is somewhere between Paddington and Lewisham, and thankfully I managed to get out of that pretty quick, stroke of luck. The community aspect now, as it stands in Exeter, is absolutely brilliant. My attempt now to try and give back is to continue that for the next generations and give back to that community, because if that didn't exist, I probably would have moved away from Exeter a long time ago. But it's that being there, that support mechanisms are there. It's beautiful. Everyone is trying to understand each other. Everyone is trying to participate. Makes it a beautiful place to be in.
My name is Syed Mishkat Alam. I am from Bangladesh originally, and I am a self-employed taxi driver working under Exeter City Council. We've been married in Bangladesh. Then my wife come back because that time I haven't any visa to come here. So when she come back in England after marriage, she applied for me, and after maybe 1 year, Home Office give me visa and permanent resident to stay in UK. That's the reason I came here. I never been in England before. That time it was 1993, end of 1993. I moved from Bangladesh to in England. Just moved reason my family is here. But main problem I face completely different weather lifestyle is different, and especially in I born and brought up in Bangladesh, so obviously I left lots of my family in Bangladesh. I missed them, and same time when I came here, problem on the food, because we are Muslim, so we looking always halal food. So it was a lot of problem in halal food, and very difficult to find halal food in Exeter. People are coming here facing, mainly it's job, housing, because people coming from, especially in my country, from Bangladesh, they are not, their English is not good, so need help, So we from DBA, we like to help as much as we can. We are very close with our family, our community, living together, So we have to look after each other, So anybody got a problem, we try to help them. Anybody go hospital, we try to visit them. We give our time, our effort to as much as we can do for our community. Yeah. I came in England. Only in Exeter, maybe less than 1% we are immigrant people. I think the community, most of them are they're treating us very well, Also, I am a taxi driver last 22 years, I drove people, everywhere in Exeter city, Most people are very, very nice, friendly, polite, kind, I think it's not a problem. It's okay. Yeah.
Assalamu alaikum. I'm Lutfa Hassan. I'm from Bangladesh. I came with my husband in 1971. Of course, it was very difficult for me, language barrier. Then the people, all British, only few of our people. And that period was difficult, like tensions, worries. So I started full-time studies and go here and there, join the ladies' clubs, meetings. So that is the way slowly I feel myself that, it's okay, this country would be okay. Art and painting, we always fascinated because since young age I painted many things, but not with oil painting or watercolor, just the crayon or pencils. So when I came over here, and 2003, one art student from the university, she came to the mosque and asked someone, the management, that if anyone interested to do art. I said, yeah, why not? We could do that. And first of all, we started with the sketch. And after that, we started the watercolor. And she said, why not you do the oil painting? And I tried. I said, okay, I'll do it. Then I said, do it from your mind, whatever you can do. And I was happy. And that's why in a short time, I did many. And then 2008, I stopped. I couldn't attend. I have started Bangla school. Children, they can't speak Bengali. We are doing volunteer work to help them. So I hope that parents will send them, the children. And we need this terribly, we need these people to learn Bangla. So maybe one day we'll have the syllabus in any school in this area, the Exeter area. And now, Alhamdulillah, we are more than happy because it's very much like small Bangladesh. Even not Bangladesh, but my city, Dhaka. I'm from Dhaka. So it's so many. Yeah, that is the way we have to live, carry on our life.
My name is Khandaka Hadi Hassan Babu. I'm originally from Bangladesh. and I born in Dhaka, which is capital of Bangladesh. And I came in here in 1998, and the reason of coming here for study. And after 1 year, I complete this one, my study, 1 year, and I moved in Exeter. I came in England because it's a better country, obviously, and more opportunity. And when I was kids, I used to see English movies, so I see England and America. So it was quite dreamed if I get there. And as an immigrant in Exeter, I find out quite easier. I think the Exeter and Devon people is more friendly than other place. I find out, and I don't get any problem with anyone, and they're always smiling, say hello, and welcoming attitude, welcoming body language, wherever I been works and everything. In 25 years time, I done lots of kind of job I done. I used to work in chicken factory. I used to work in beans, which is pick up the beans in every Monday and Tuesday. Then I used to work in a Gasco company. We used to make a fireplace. I used to work as a Indian restaurant. I'm chef as well. I have own business as well once time. But now I'm doing quite long time taxi driver as a self-employed. So that's my lifestyle. I find out as a taxi driver is the best job. I'm Muslim. I can't do practice. I can the religion practice very well in Exeter. We have a very good mosque. I think I'm very lucky. I have this in here, in England, in Exeter, two culture to celebrate. It's like one is the Eid, another one is a Christmas. I try to go Bangladesh once a year, but obviously it's very expensive. It's very expensive, likely 12, 13-hour journey. I speak every day to my friends, family, try to speak my dad's video calls. I try to keep up, the relation Bangladesh, yes. It's easier now. We are human always moving to get the better price, better life, and better things. So that's the reason I'm in England. And I'm very happy. I'm very happy now.
My name is Naomi Alam, and I've been living in Exeter for 31 years. From a heritage background, my parents are from Bangladesh, but I was born in London. We moved to Exeter, but we'd moved after living in Scotland for a significant amount of time. From Scotland, we went to London, stayed there for 3 months, and then decided that Exeter was going to be our home. A couple of years after moving to Exeter, I'd found myself homeless. I had, at the time, my son was a year and a half old, and this would have been back in 1995. Being homeless, going through the process of finding somewhere secure and safe for my family and my elderly mum, who was then living with us, has in many ways shaped the way that I work in our community. I work for Inclusive Exeter as a drop-in coordinator, and I oversee the running of the drop-in service. The work that I do and the people that come to me at the drop-in are really people that desperately need help. Essentially, it's a form-filling service, and it's in place for people for whom English is not their first language, but that doesn't mean that if they come to us that they can't speak fluent English. So the people that come to us, they might have language barriers, digital skills barriers, IT skills barriers, but also cultural barriers. My work within schools, which is another strand of work that I do, is all about inclusion, diversity. I talk about heritage, culture, working against racism, against fascism, against Islamophobia, anti-Semitism. It's all part of the wider work that I do. So apart from my everyday job, I also go into schools and I talk about all of those issues and hope that it will help people to be more informed, more knowledgeable, and be accepting of different cultures. Exeter is my home, or it's one of my homes. And what I love about Exeter is, at this moment in time, the diversity that we've got it's beautiful, it's vibrant, it's colourful. We've got people and cultures that have come to this part of the southwest. So I kind of feel like Exeter, for me, is a beautiful place to be. But I love how that has just exploded, and we have so much culture, so much diversity in food, in dress, in language. And I don't think you can possibly get enough of something like that. It's something which is really positive and something to learn from.